And hello to all my friends. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your singles and couples love tarot for all of the signs. You get a standalone video here today. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save a bunch of time. I've even ritual cut them, so they are ready to go. We can just pull a deck and start flipping them over. So let's get started. There's no reason to wait any longer. Okay, Taurus, here we go. The cards are ready. Taurus singles on my left. And Taurus couples on my right. Okay, we got a lot to talk about here on both sides, truthfully. I got the left side, the single side, completely blocked. I do need to do a discard to see if they want it read that way or not, and they do not. They want it all uprighted, so that's what we're going to do. Besides that, the cards are ready, so let's get going. Okay, Taurus singles first. The first card they show me is the card of sickness, whether it's actual sickness or whether it's more kind of up here. You know, something's been bothering you, right? So for a lot of my single Tauruses, that's what most of you, that's where they're kicking this thing off with. Things that are bothering you in your head. They're telling me also your heart. It is a love reading, but in this deck specifically that they wanted me to use for you, there's a bunch of swords going through, or flying through the air, and one of them has struck this guy's heart. So there's something that has either struck your heart chord here and is causing you pain, or it's just representing the mental, because swords is a mental suit. So it's basically saying your mind is very just, oh gosh, you know, what is going on here? Kind of like mental sickness, mental fog, anxiety, stressors, all that kind of stuff. For my singles, they say that the Hangman card comes next, so that is basically saying that there's not a lot of activity going on here. And maybe that's by design. Maybe that's for the better. So keep that into consideration, at least when, you know, if I'm describing you here and, you know, yeah, I'm single and I haven't really been doing much about changing that, it may be for a reason. You know, maybe you got to do some things by yourself for a while. Maybe that, you know, there's somebody better that's just coming at a later time. You know, why would you want to waste your time with the wrong person? If there's a right person for you, just coming in later. So maybe somebody you haven't met yet. The other thing they show there is the Fool card. So that is a brand new journey. And that's letting me know, too, that a lot of Tauruses are starting something else here. And it almost takes precedence. It's almost more important. Or, you know, maybe it's healing. Maybe there is healing involved with this, that things that have to happen first, like a prerequisite. And this new journey brings in cautionary notes. You want to play it a little safe here. You know, don't go meeting people on a whim that you don't know anything about at all. You know, so basically just go back to pull it in, be cautious. This is not the time for it. It's actually okay to hang out in the month of May and let things unfold, maybe heal a little bit here for my Taurus singles. As we move into Taurus couples, first thing we want to talk about is the Three of Cups inverted. This is basically saying that there is a social, emotional imbalance between two people. And usually this doesn't mean that your actual relationship partner. It may be, but this is more family or friend related usually. And it can happen when there's just too much kind of either emotional abundance, representative of like going out, partying too much, going out, having too much fun, spending too much money, or the opposite of that, where almost kind of like two people are just completely isolated, haven't talked in a while, haven't hung out in forever, all that kind of stuff. So that's where we start. They let me know next that there's a lot of Queen energy here, which is nurturing, motherly type energy of your thoughts. So a lot of you really need to kind of mother your mind, if you will. Kind of a weird way to say it, but that's the tarot language. That's the gist of the energy. There are some of you that have been either had an affair that you witnessed, whether it was one that was directly in your scope, you know, like you or your partner or a family member or a friend had and you have witnessed, or it's just maybe further back where it's, you know, just something that you've heard about at work or something like that. But there's something in there that is just really kind of running through your mind a lot. That's what they show. And even if it's not something specific about that, this is just very kind of get control of your mental health type of vibe here. You can kind of see that happened on the Taurus single side too. So there is some bleed over here. And that's how general readings, when I do them for the month, can actually be accurate. and quite a bit accurate. The other thing that they show here is very, very great news for my Taurus couples, and that is information is just coming. It's just spooling out all over the place for you guys here. So it's being revealed. Nothing is being hidden, or at least what was hidden is now being revealed. So you're coming to a lot of truths. You're figuring things out. I always like when that card comes in. It's the High Priestess card, because we make better decisions in life with the more knowledge we know. Sometimes, not all knowledge is pleasant. Sometimes we learn things that we necessarily didn't want to learn, or, hey, I didn't want to hear that. But at the end of the day, it's important because it's what you use to make the decisions moving forward for your future. So I go back to the Three of Cups at the beginning, the rift between two people. And like I said, this may not have anything to do with your relationship partner, or it may. But, we need to just nurture the mind here. That is the theme here of the entire thing. Be motherly with your mind. Also, decide what's worth worrying about and what's not. That's part of kind of the mother job, if you will. So that's going to wrap up the entire thing, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful May. Use these pieces of information positively. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe so you see the future videos if you do not mind. Take care, and I'll see you soon.